My dear children, how are you? I hope you are fine. Still we are seeing the chapter number 12, triangles and their properties. In today's class we are going to see some more concept based on triangles. What is this? Triangle. Now we are going to see the special property of triangle. What is it is, triangle has how many sides? 3 sides. 1, 2, 3. These are the 3 sides of the triangle. And triangle has how many angles? 1, 2, 3. Triangle has 3 angles. And triangle has how many vertices? 1, 2, 3 vertices. Okay. In today's class, first of all, we are going to see about the properties of its angle of a triangle. If you add all the 3 angles of any triangle, definitely you get the answer 180. So it is given in the topic angle sum property of a triangle. Let us see the concept. Okay. Read the heading, children. Angle sum property of a triangle. What are the angles of a triangle? It has 3 angles. What is meant by sum? Sum means add. Property of a triangle. This is very important. Up to your higher secondary, you have this concept. So listen the class carefully. The sum of the angles of a triangle is 180. The sum means what? Add. If you add the angles of a triangle, you get the answer 180 degree. You can also explain the sum of 3 angles. How many angles a triangle have? 3 angles. The sum of 3 angles of a triangle is 180 degree. So this is the property, angle sum property of a triangle. Remember this property. Okay. See here, this is a triangle ABC. Here we have written angle A plus angle B plus angle C. So according to this property, if you add angle A, angle B and angle C, what is the answer? Yes, 180 degree. See here, this is a, what type of triangle is this? Acute angle triangle. What type of triangle is this? Yes, right angle triangle. If you add angle P plus angle Q plus angle R, what is the answer? 180 degree. Whatever be the types of the triangle, if it is a triangle, if you add its 3 angles, definitely you get the answer 180. Okay. Based on this concept, we are going to see the problems now. Okay. See first one, example 6. 2 angles of a triangle are 58 degree and 44 degree. That is, in a triangle, 2 of its angles are 58 degree and 44 degree. These are the data given in the question. And what they are asking us to find? Find the third angle. We have to find the third angle. Okay. So in the given, we have to write 58 degree and 44 degree. For the steps for doing this sum, you have to refer your classroom. I have written the board shortly. Okay. So 58 degree and 44 are the 2 angles of a triangle. We have to find the third angle. Usually we take the unknown as a variable. Here I have taken the unknown as x degree. So we have to find the third angle x degree. Okay. We know this property. What is the property? The sum of the angles of a triangle is 180. The sum of 3 angles of a triangle is 180 degree. Remember this concept. Okay. So here you have to write. Definitely you have to write, children. Sum of 3 angles of a triangle is 180 degree. We are going to use this property to find the value of x. Further here you have to write sum of 3 angles of a triangle is 180 degree. One of the angle is 58 degree and another angle is 44 degree, and we have taken the third angle as x degree. So here you have to write 58 plus 44 plus angle x equal to 180 degree. In order to find the value of x, first of all we have to add these two values. 8 plus 4, 12. Remainder 1. 5 plus 1, 6. 6 plus 4, 10. So 102 degree plus angle x equal to 180 degree. We have to find the value of x. So we have to bring this 102 to this side. Here it is the symbol of plus. While we transposition any number from LHS to RHS, it shines to be reversed. So angle x equal to 180 degree minus 100 we are going to subtract 102 from 108 degree. So 7, 10, 10 minus 2, 8, 7, 0. So 7 minus 0, 7. So angle x degree equal to, what is the answer? Angle x equal to, yes, 78 degree. So thus we have found out the third angle. What is the third angle? 78 degree. We can also check 58, 44 plus 78. 8 plus 8, 16. 16 plus 4, 20. Remember 2. 4, 5 plus 2, 7. 7 plus 4, 7 plus 4, 11. 11 plus 7, 18. Thus we got the answer 180 degree. Thus, if you add the three angles of any triangle, you get the answer 180 degree. Do you understand, children? Next, we are going to do some other one more problem from exercise 12.2. Okay. First question. Read the question. One angle of a triangle is 45 degree. What they are given? One angle of a triangle is 45 degree, and the other two are in the ratio 2:3. And find this angle. What are the data given in the question? One angle is 45 degree, and other two angles are in the ratio 2:3. We have to find these angles. This angle means these two angles. Okay. For that, again you have to use this property. So in this question also you have to write sum of the three angles of a triangle is 180 degree. Okay. First of all, you have to write the given data. One angle is 45 degree, and other two angles are in the ratio 2:3. These are the data given in the question. You have to write in the given part. Next, we have to find the other two angles. For that, you have to use this hint. Given angles are in the ratio 2:3. So we have to take, let the angles be 2x degree, 3x degree. So usually we take like this only. So you know this already. Thus we are taking the angles be 2x degree, 3x. We know that the angles are property of a triangle. So once again we have to write sum of three angles of a triangle is 180 degree. What is the one of the angle? 45 degree. What are the other two angles? 2x and 3x. So 2x plus 3x equal to 180 degree. If you add 45 plus 2x plus 3x, which gives the answer 180 degree. Now we have to find the value of x, and then we have to find the value of 2x and 3x. Further, you have to bring this 45 to that side, and then you have to add 2x and 3x. We can add 2x and 3x. Why? They are like terms. So we are going to add them. So 45 plus 2 plus 3 x degree equal to 180 degree. So 45 plus 2 plus 3, 5x equal to 180 degree. First of all, you have to send this 45 to that side. So 5x equal to 180 minus 45. Now we are going to subtract 45 from 180 degree. 7, 10 minus 5, 7 minus 4, 3. So 5x equal to 135 degree. First of all, you have to find the value of x. So x equal to 135. What is the operation between 5 and the x? Multiplication. If you bring the 5 from LHS to RHS, it becomes division. So 135 by 5. Now we are going to divide the 135 by 5. So 2 5s are 10. Remember 3. Bring down the 5. 7 5s are 35. So if you divide 135 by 5, you get the answer 27. So what is the value of x? 27. Listen carefully, children. In the question, they have given one angle as 45 degree and other two angles are in the ratio 2:3. We taken the unknown angle as 2x and 3x. If you add these three angles, we get the answer 180 degree by the angles of property of a triangle. Further, we are adding 2x plus 3x, we get 5x. Plus 45. In order to find the value of x, we are bringing the 45 to RHS first. So 180 minus 45, we get the answer 135. Next, we are bringing this 5 to this side. So x equal to 135 by 5. If you divide the 135 by 5, you get the answer 27. So value of x is 27. But what are the angles we have to find? 2x and 3x. So 2x degree equal to 2 into 27. 7 2s are 14. Remember 1, 2 2s are 4, 4 plus 1, 5. So one of the angle is 54 degree. What is the other angle? 3x. So instead of x, substitute the 27. Multiply 7 3s are 21. Remember 2, 3 2s are 6. 6 plus 2, 8. So our answer is 81 degree. Let us check our answer. 54, 81. What is the next angle? 45. If you add 4 plus 1, 5, 5 plus 5, 10. Remember 1, 5 plus 1, 6. 6 plus 4, 10. 10 plus 8, 180. Thus, if you add 3 angles of a triangle, you get the answer 180 degrees. Clear? Next, children, we are going to see second sum. Okay, read the question. One angle of a right-angled triangle is 38. Find the other angle. What are the data given in the question? One angle of a right-angled triangle. What is the type of the triangle given in the question? Yes, right-angled triangle. What is meant by right-angled triangle? If any one of the angles of the triangle is right angle, that is 90 degree, then the triangle is said to be right angle triangle. So one angle is 90 degree. And what is the next information? One angle of a right angle triangle is 38. So in the question they have given two angles. One is 90 degree, another one is 38 degree. And what is the question? Find the other angle. We are going to find the other angle. So what are the data given in the question? Right angle. So it is 90 degree. And one more angle, 38 degree. Now we are going to find the other angle. Let the other angle be x degree. You have the detailed steps in your classroom. So for the steps, follow your classroom. Okay. We know that sum of 3 angles of a triangle is what more? Sum of 3 angles of a triangle is, yes, 180 degree. So now we are going to use this property to find that angle. What is meant by sum? Sum means add. If you add 3 angles of a triangle, its angle is equal to 180 degree. So what are the given angles? 90 degree plus 30 degree. We have to find the third angle. Let the third angle be x degree plus x degree equal to 180 degree. So this is the relation we have found by using the property of a triangle. Sum of the 3 angles of a triangle is 180 degree. Now we are going to find the value of x, that other angle. So for that we have to add these two. 90 degree plus 38 degree. What is the answer? 128 degree. So 128 plus x degree, which is equal to 180 degree. In order to find the value of x, we are bringing this 128 to this side, from LHS to RHS. While we move from a term from LHS to RHS, its sign should be reversed. What is the symbol of 128? To find the symbol of a number, you have to prefer it before. So before 128, we don't have any symbol. So it is, you have to understand the symbol of 128 is plus. So x equal to 180 minus 128. Now by subtracting the 128 from 180, we can find the third angle. See how we are following 7, 10, 10 minus 8, 2, 7 minus 5, 50, 7 minus 2, 5. So the other angle is 52 degree. Thus, in the given question, the type of the triangle is right angle. So one of the angles is 90 degree, and also they are given other angle, and as well as they find the third angle. We taken the third angle BS by using the property of a triangle. Sum of the 3 angles of a triangle is 180 degree. Thus, we have found this relation. After evaluating this equation, we found that the third angle x equal to 52 degree. Okay. Next, we are going to see the third sum. Can a triangle have two acute angles. For the question we have to say yes or no and explanation. See the first one. Can a triangle have two acute angles? A triangle have how many angles? Three angles. In the questions what they are asking, can a triangle have two acute angles? We know a triangle may have three acute angles. So answer for this question is yes. Yes, the triangle have two acute angles. And what is the next one? Can a triangle have two obtuse angles? What is the question? Can a triangle have two obtuse angles? What happens if a triangle have two obtuse angles? It should not be a triangle. So here you have to write no. No, a triangle cannot have two obtuse angles. Similarly, can a triangle have two right angles? Can a triangle have two right angles? A triangle cannot have a two right angles. So here also you have to write no. A triangle cannot have two right angles. Okay. Next we are going to see very important concept. Children, listen carefully. Special triangles. We have already seen the types of triangles. Now once again we are going to collect the properties of the triangle. First of all we are going to see about isosceles triangle. What is mean by isosceles triangle? We have classified the triangle based on angles as well as based on sides. Based on sides we have isosceles triangle. What is mean by isosceles triangle? A triangle with two sides equal is called an isosceles triangle. A triangle with two sides equal. We know if the triangle have three sides, among the three sides, if two sides are equal, then the triangle is said to be an isosceles triangle. Now we are going to see the properties of that isosceles triangle. What are the properties? See the first one. In an isosceles triangle, two sides have equal length. Base angles opposite to the equal sides are equal. You can easily understand by seeing this diagram. See here children, what is the first one? Two sides have equal length. See, this is the triangle ABC. According to the definition of isosceles triangle, two sides are equal. What are the three sides of the triangle? AB, BC, CA. So, as per the property of isosceles triangle, two sides are equal. So, AB equal to AC equal to 5 centimeter. Okay. What is the second one? Base angles opposite to the equal sides are equal. Base angles, which is the base of this triangle? BC is the base of the triangle because this side is parallel to the ground. So this is the base of this triangle. Base angles opposite to the equal sides. In this triangle, what are the equal sides? AB and the AC are equal sides. So which angle is opposite to this side? Yes, angle C. Angle C is opposite to this side. Similarly, angle B is opposite to this side. But these two sides are equal. So as per the property of isosceles triangle, base angles opposite to the equal sides are equal. So here we are writing angle B equal to angle C. Here in this triangle we have 60 degree. That's why we are writing there angle B equal to angle C equal to 60 degree. We are also going to do the problem based on this property. Okay. Let us see the first example. Example 13. Find the length of AB for the given triangle ABC. This is the given triangle ABC. I have drawn the triangle in the solution box. See here. This is the triangle ABC. In the question they have given the measurement of angle B and the angle C. Observe the angles. They are equal. So what is the question? We have to find length of AB. So we have to find the length of AB. Okay. And also what are the data given in the question? AC equal to 6 centimeters. So these are the data given in the question. In the triangle ABC, angle B equal to angle C, which is equal to 62 degree. This is the one data, and another data is AC equal to 6 centimeter. What we have to find? We have to find the measurement of AB. For that, we are going to use the property of isosceles triangle. What is the nature of the isosceles triangle? Two sides are equal and the angles opposite to the equal sides are equal. But see here, two angles are equal. So what should be there? You have to take the converse of this result. Okay. So two angles are equal. Two base angles are equal. Means the sides opposite to the base angles are equal. Sides opposite to the base angles are equal. So here you have to write sides opposite to equal angles. These are the equal angles are equal. So AC. What is the measurement of AC? AC equal to 6 cm. This AC and this AB are in same measurement. So we have to make AC equal to AB equal to 6 cm. But in the question they have asked as AB only. So you have to write AB equal to 6 cm. Do you understand, children? Next we are going to see example 14. Find the value of x from the given triangle. This is the given triangle, children. Observe this triangle. What is the name of the triangle? ABC. These are the vertices of the triangle. And they also given the measure of the side AB. What is it? 5.5 cm. And measure of AC is 5.5 cm. And also they given angle B equal to x degree, angle C equal to 55 degree. These are the given data. And what is asked in the question? Find the value of x. It means we have to find the value of x. So we have to find the angle measurement of x. For that we are going to use the property of isosceles triangle. Why we are using? Because here AB and the AC are equal in length. If two sides of a triangle are equal, then we can call the triangle as an isosceles triangle. So ABC is an isosceles triangle. So we can use the property of it. What is its property? Base angles opposite to the equal sides are equal. Base angles. Here what are the base angles? Angle B and the angle C are the base angles opposite to the equal sides. What are the equal sides? AB and AC are the equal sides. So as per this property of isosceles triangle, base angles opposite to equal sides are equal. So here we are writing angle B equal to angle C equal to, what is its measurement? 55 degrees. So 55 degrees. So here they are asking find the value of x. So you have to write angle x equal to 55 degrees. I hope you understand. In the question they are given the two equal sides. By using the isosceles property, base angles opposite to the equal sides are equal. That's why we are taking the value of x as 55 degrees. Okay. Next we are going to see a very important theorem. Pythagoras theorem. You have this theorem up to your higher secondary. So listen the class carefully. Now I am going to read this statement of this theorem. In a right angled triangle, the square of the hypotenuse side is equal to the sum of squares of other two sides. This theorem can only applicable to right angle triangle. We can't apply this triangle to any type of triangle. We can apply Pythagoras theorem only on right angle triangle. That's why in the statement first of all they are mentioning in a right angle triangle. Next they are telling the square of the hypotenuse side is equal to the sum of the squares of the other two sides. After explaining this triangle, I will come to the statement of the theorem. Okay, see here, this is the triangle. What type of triangle is this? Yes, it is a right angle triangle. Why? One of its angle is 90 degree. Here we are introducing a new term, hypotenuse. What is the term? How do you pronounce it? Hypotenuse. Which side is said to be hypotenuse? This triangle has three sides. One is AB, another one is BC, third one is AC. The side which is opposite to right angle, opposite to 90 degree is said to be hypotenuse side. See here, this is the 90 degree, this is the side just opposite to this 90 degree. So we are calling this side as a hypotenuse side. Do you understand, children? See here, this is also a right angle triangle. Where is your right angle? It is in the vertex P. So this is your right angle. Now we are going to identify the hypotenuse side from this triangle. Which is the hypotenuse side? PQ or PR or QR. Yes, QR is the hypotenuse side. One more information, children. Hypotenuse side is the longest side of the triangle. Okay, remember this. Hypotenuse side is the longest side of the triangle. Okay, now we are going to the statement. See here, in a right angle triangle. This is the right angle triangle. The square of the hypotenuse side. We have to square the value of hypotenuse side. It is equal to the, it should be equal to sum of, what is the sum? Add sum of squares of other two sides. What are the other two sides? This is hypotenuse side. What are the other two sides? AB and BC are the other two sides. Now we are going to apply this Pythagoras theorem on this triangle and we are going to derive its property. Okay, see here, this is the hypotenuse side. I am using their name AC. AC square, as per this theorem, in a right angle triangle, the square of the hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the, sum means plus, squares of the other two sides. What are the other two sides? AB plus BC. Thus we can write AC square equal to AB square plus BC square. I hope you understand about the Pythagoras theorem. Once again I am explaining. In a right angle triangle, the square of the hypotenuse side is equal to the sum of the squares of the other two sides. Similarly, you can also write this property for this triangle also. Okay. See, this is an important note, children. Listen carefully. We can call in these two sides as other two sides. We can also call these other two sides as two perpendicular legs. What are the two perpendicular legs? AB and BC are called two perpendicular legs. It can also called as two legs. We can also call it as two legs. We can also call them as other two sides. We can also call them as base and perpendicular. All these four form refers only these two sides. Okay. Here base means this side because this BC is parallel to the ground. So this is called base and this is called perpendicular. Do you understand, children? I hope you understand the note. Next we are going to remember this. Definitely you have to memorize these values, children, up to 25 square. Okay. Now we are going to find the value of square of numbers. 1 square. How do you find the value of 1 square? 1 into 1, 1. Similarly 2 square. 2 into 2, 4. Similarly 3 square 9, 4 square 16, 5 square 25, 6 square 36, 7 square 49, 8 square 64, 9 square 81, 10 square 100, 11 square 121, 12 square 144. So you have to definitely memorize the value up to 25 square. I hope you all understand all the concept we have discussed in today's class. Write your classwork neatly and do your homework correctly. Okay, thank you.